Hey YouTube, how's it going out there? And it's one of those old man winters. And yeah, I'm here today because it's oh where are my honeybees? Oh where can they be? Seem to be covered in snow because that's all we keep getting up here in Vermont. Down south, I see everybody playing with bees, and I can't wait for that time to happen with me. Also, a lot of people are saying their bees have died, and I'm gonna try to just be positive and speak to that. Things happen. Life and death. But yeah, I'm here, Farmer James. If you like this show, what I'm doing here is just talking about mountainside beekeeping and beekeeping in general. I do research. I'm a beekeeper. Right now, I'm doing two different graduate programs to study more about honeybee genetics and biology. Um, as you have listened to and what you have seen in our country is not great. A lot of bees have died. That will have a ripple effect. And in past shows, you may have heard me say maybe an agricultural famine may be coming our way. And what I mean by that is that it's not really severely drastic that's out there, but just that if we don't have enough pollinators, then it's not enough food to be not enough plants to get pollinated for food crops. Put it simply. But yeah, again, Farmer James, I'm here to talk about bees today, and there's some good news out there. Colonies that are alive, they're doing good. And if you just take a moment and comment down below, leave comments about what we're going to talk about, basically about my bees being alive. Hopefully your bees are alive. If they're not alive, what bees you're going to get if there's some available to get in your neck of the woods. We're going to talk about out north. You probably saw my little thumbnail covered by snow. Yeah, a lot of snow. So, but I know my bees are alive based on speaking with some friends in other parts of the state, in different parts of the mountain regions where I tutelage hives, and they're seeing dead bees in under a foot plus snow out in my backyard. Based on that little thumbnail you saw, I have bees still showing up on top of that foot plus snow. So, with the thermoregulation, if you heard me talk about, that snow is really acting like giving that igloo effect. So, it's kind of really helping out by giving a thermal barrier. So, again, if your bees are alive, like I see some people down south on their different YouTube videos, they're showing things. Also, people are chattering on Facebook as well about their bees coming out of winter and bees growing and what they're adding to those colonies. So I'm gonna, touch base on a variety of things, you know, and I'm getting back into things after finishing up another 2 weeks of studying hard in this graduate program under Dr. Robin Underwood at Penn State, and it's going pretty good. I'm learning right now the importance of drones and how drones are vital to breeding. So if you're out there and you're a breeder, which I'm becoming a breeder for mountain bees, genetics that I hope to have the traits that can survive well here in Vermont as well as forage well. So, we have a lot to talk about, but I'm going to try to talk about it briefly. I'm sure you folks have gotten a few different catalogs, from great beekeeping suppliers. I'm not getting anything for the sponsorship again. I'm just sharing with you my opinion, also some my insights. So I'm not saying anything here is written in stone, but it's done through my research with working with genetics that I find that work well in my region, just like you're learning about genetics that work well in your region. But to be successful, wherever you are in America, you just really got to know your genetics, know your resources, and know your climate. So, we got to learn how to adapt. There are many people who have already spoken that are queen breeders. They're great queen breeders in our country. There are many scientists that are supporting the data that out there that backs up what people are sharing. That information is that resources are vital. Also, that people are learning honeybees tend to take care of themselves better than we do when we try to get involved with figuring out what miticides to use or whatever we figure as the two-leggeds um, work or efficacious in any way. So, yeah, let's talk about it again. This is Farmer James. If you like what I say, please hit that like button, subscribe. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you'd like to talk about. If I'm hitting a subject matter that is near and dear to you. Again, I love honeybees. Honeybees are near and dear to me. And they're educating me about how to do a lot of things in my community because they are a great community themselves, a great super organism. So yes, a lot to talk about. So yes, a lot of people have already covered the devastation, the devastating and continued devastating loss of honeybees. Again, I don't know what's going on in my backyard. I'm hoping for the best. I'm hoping that my bees are, surviving that snow. And one sign is seeing dead bees on top of that foot plus snow in my backyard. So I know there's something going on in there. I know I hopefully followed my methodology and what I've learned scientifically, as well as working with genetics here in Vermont, primarily in the mountainside, and how they're evolving through this winter. And I take heavy snow as a blessing. You enjoy that Eskimo effect that it is giving to these the honeybees, and that's helping with keeping old winter out of penetrating the bees' walls. Because I'm using Langstroth hives, I need to add insulation, and you may see in some of the thumbnails and photos of me outside where I'm trudging through the snow, and I'm displaying for you folks how I'm insulating my beehives. So again, I'm here, Farmer James. I'm not going to try to repeat my name over and over. No, I'm not going to try to repeat what's already been said about the devastation that is continuing to happen in America. So yes, let me do more in talking about that. So if your bees are alive, what you want to be doing now is not really adding sugar to get them through. As I've read, you really want to, before the blooms start or anything blossoms, you want to get that, pollen substitute on there that is high more in pollen than in the carbs as they're coming out of winter. Me myself up here in the Great White North, I'm not adding anything with pollen ingredients or any protein because I don't want to stimulate brood production. But down south, you're already seeing that brood production. You're already seeing exponential growth. So yeah, I'd just be adding pollen patties, and also, if the temperatures will be leveling out, hopefully in the next 10 days or so, you might be wanting to think about 1-to-1 syrup and adding to that 1-to-1 syrup. But if you're shopping like many people up north are, as myself actually am not, you're probably wanting to order hives or have already ordered your beehives from those companies that I showed here. And you want to, wait for those orders to come because you're as anxious as I am to work with these lovely ladies. So if you're an 8-frame bee keeper or 10-frame working with that hardware, that's the choice you make. I mean, I primarily work with 8-frame. Scientifically, it's been designed that works well in the northern regions. Also, scientifically, if you want to duplicate a tree cavity or the square footage, it's basically equivalent of 2 5-gallon buckets in space where the bees work well. to insulate themselves and store their food and to survive well as a superorganism. So I use 8 frame here. It works well with me. I stack 8 frame, and last year, based on my management, I had 3 stack deeps, 2 supers on top, in a good year. But again, it was a lot of management and feeding management, not much as miticide management, where really I don't want to have my genetics evolve with miticides, because again, the bees know best. For scientists are learning and have shown through studies. Um, Again, that's just my opinion. I'm just sharing with you my opinion from what I've read and continue to learn. And it's great for us to continue to learn about the ladies, because Mother Nature is forcing us to continue to educate ourselves what we need to know. So yes, back to what we need to know. So yes, if you're down south, feed, 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 because pollen is, as you know, for brood. That's what I always say. Pollen is brood. Nectar is wax. Nectar is honey. So yeah, if you're getting brood, you're seeing brood, just add that pollen. I was adding 1 pound of pollen per hive. And whatever you use, just put it on there. But again, I'm up here north. I haven't even gotten my hives. They're underneath a foot plus snow. I'm confident in the ones that are doing okay. I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying again, those that come out and have died on the snow. But yeah, if you're seeing it and you're seeing what you do, yes. I wouldn't jump off and do any treatments right away, because you really want to wait to where there's no brood to do a treatment. So, like I said, just feed, feed, feed. If you want to do something minimal as far as treatment, do something that's very, delicate to the queen, the lady in the brood, so forth, the whole hive colony. So you can use some essential oil substance or something like that. But again, just learn what works well. Ask all those mentors that are out there in your neck of the woods. I'm up here, trying to keep my bees alive. I'm seeing if they're alive underneath the snow. I'm keeping myself alive. I'm wrapped pretty well out there. The temperatures are still averaging 12 degrees. So, yes, hit that button down below, subscribe, like, tell me what you like I'm saying so far. Again, I'm here to share with you what knowledge I have about honeybees and continuing to learn about honeybees. So, if you got brood, feed, because brood is, pollen is food for the brood. So, Mother Nature can do all kinds of stuff out there too. If you're down south and you're seeing those blooms, or you're out west and you're seeing what's going on in the almond, it's raining, like, whatever the cliche is, it's snowing, it's freezing. So old man winter is not gone. Groundhog was correct. So yeah, there's a lot go on out there. So I'm just going to try to give you the simple things. I'm not going to try to give you the hard, difficult, challenging things. I'm not going to try to get you to go out and buy things, but I'm going to try to say, yeah, you're going to need to get your supplies ready. So yeah, I guess I am going to say go out there and buy things. So for we get hit with all of these different things that are going on with the reconstructing of our country. Agriculture is getting hit hard. There are a lot of farmers that will not have the money to pay pollinators, so that's going to hurt a lot of beekeeping families. Now, also along with losing colonies, that's going to hurt a lot of beekeeping families. So, again, they are families, and their livelihood are the honeybees, and that's why I say that we need to learn as much as possible about our honeybees, because if they are our livelihood, not just if they are your immediate family, but planet Earth, all of us, so that we can enjoy the variety of vegetables that we enjoy. So I'm not here to put anything or link anything or connect the dots, but there's a lot of stuff going on out there. Flu is continuing to rise, so that's another virus. And again, so a lot of flu out there. on all levels, the two-leggeds, the four-leggeds, two-leggeds, the birds, not just the two-leggeds, humans. Four-leggeds are being hit all kinds of different ways, water, soil. So a lot going on out there. And what I've learned is nutrition, 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 nutrition is the best thing to keeping the, the, the bee biology strong, to keep the human biology strong. Um, there are things going on out there, vaccinated bees. People learn about HRNN1. Just learn about vaccinations. I'm not here to say what is right, what is wrong. I'm just here sharing my opinion. I don't vaccinate my bees. I feed my bees just like I feed myself. Probiotics, microbiotics. So micro things, micronutrients. Mitochondria is very important. So it's just the knowledge of mitochondria. And again, I'm sharing you with the opinion about mitochondria. I've read about it. I've done the research and continue to know the importance of it. I'm a degreed ethnobotanist and practicing ethnobotanist myself. I use things to heal myself and use it to heal my bees. So I do have written research, video research about how my hives have evolved with these methodologies. So, last year was the year of introducing new genetics, and I introduced new Corneolans, Russian bees of renowned breeders, looking for traits that I want, through the Russian and Corneolan genetics. So I'm hoping for the best, fingers crossed, but hearing great positive responses for the people that I've shared my bees with, as well as my bee experience with. Their bees are still alive. We're using things like stethoscopes. So if you've never done that, stethoscope is a very inexpensive way, just like the doctors use. They put in their ears, to give them, a hearing of what's going on inside you. A nice stethoscope would be good to hear what's going on inside the hive without buying an expensive thing like a FLIR device to get, a infrared detection, a heat detection of what's going on inside. So yes, you're out there shopping. You probably have gotten your bees. You've gotten your configuration. You're going to do what you do, what you've decided to do with your bees. But also get your mind in shape, get your body in shape, because I tell you what, you're going to be lifting, lifting, lifting. It's going to be days which is very, very hot, days very, very cold, days very, very rainy. So it's a lifestyle change. So yeah, that's it. So get in shape. I'm getting in shape. Yes, I'm shoveling like you don't imagine. Trudging through the snow with my four-legged London, my German Shepherd. She's loving the snow, jumping on the snow piles. I haven't gone in my beehives, but I'm learning about what I need to do to get prepared for my bees. So if you're out there, whether you're getting your frames ready, you're waxing up, using your wax, melting it down to wax your foundations if you're using foundations. I've done that, doing that. I have a lot of comb. I'm keeping that comb great, trying to protect it from red squirrels. I hope I'm not saying too much too fast. But right now up here in the north, I'm not doing anything but learning. So if you're down south, you're working with your bees, learn what your bees are doing, what signs they're giving you. So if the queen is laying, feed that queen. Is very important to get that queen enjoying what she's being fed to those nurse bees and the bees that are taking care of her, as well as the bees that are taking care of the brood that are growing. They need that production of royal jelly and that bee bread. So feed. Add those pollen patties on there if you're going to be using it. If you got your own pollen substitute, do it now. Don't wait till you see the blooms. As scientists say, you want to do it at least 2 weeks before you see that bloom, because that's when they are doing their thing. If you have not already seen her do her thing, which is lay. So my bees are out there. Oh, where I do not know. They're underneath the snow. But again, like what I say, hit that like button, subscribe. Let me know in your comments. Please share your comments. Share your likes, dislikes. Let me know what I can do to share with you how to become a better beekeeper. I'm working hard on becoming a better beekeeper. Um, I'm writing columns now. I'm in a local newspaper. I'm also just finished my first storybook about a young guy, James, growing up a honeybee farm. So that book will be coming out on Amazon hopefully in the next 10 days. But I'll let you folks know. So yes, I'm out there working. I'm out there sharing. I'm out there waiting to do my things with my honeybees. So yes, if your bees are out there surviving, there's really not a you don't want to jump too fast and using a miticide. That really isn't what you want to do now. You really want to feed those bees, get that colony strong because the girls can take care of themselves. If you have a very, very strong colony right before that nectar flow, then hey, you're going to have an even stronger colony and probably a lot of honey. So get them growing as strong as you can with feed, feed, feed. Do whatever you do in your supplement. I have my remedies. You'll see me in my backyard, folks, when I'm out there, when there's no snow for me to trudge through, and the temperatures are above 40, where I'll see a lot more bee activity. And it also will allow me to just pop the lid and see how they're doing if they are alive. So if your bees are alive, I am happy for you. That's a very great thing. If your bees are dead, I can empathize because I know what it feels like to lose your bees, and it's not a fun thing. But I don't want to have the excuse of that I don't know because I didn't want to try to find out. Also, change the way I'm beekeeping. And that's what we need to do. We really, maybe we do need to change how we beekeep. There are many people out there who have already said it. Let's learn from the scientists and listen to what they're saying because they are saying they too have seen a change in what was to what is. Because what is more valuable. And that is our future, not just for us, but the future for, our children, right? And that's what I want. I want our children to grow up and be great beekeepers too. So yes, this is Farmer James. If you like what I said, just hit that like button. If you don't like what I said, just, hit that dislike. But leave something in the comments. Let me know. Subscribe so I can keep doing what I'm doing. But like I said, you're out there, feed, feed, feed. If you're out there not feeding, you're up here in the north or somewhere, you're shopping, whatever you're doing, you're buying what you want to do. Just, try to find out to make sure before you buy it, you know how to use it. All right, because the worst thing for a beekeeper to do is not know what they're doing, and the worst thing for the honeybees, which are what I love near and dear to my heart next to this great coffee. So please, learn, learn, learn. If you're working out there, work hard because old man winter and Mother Nature are bringing it and making it hard for us. So yes, I appreciate y'all spending your time with me. I hope you enjoy this. I'll bring you more to come. I've just been busy over the last 10 days trying to finish up a book. I just finished my first children's storybooks. Check that out. It'll be coming to you through Amazon, and I'm not giving a shout out to him yet, but I'm also going to be doing the talks at the local library and sharing with everybody in my community and abroad about honeybee keeping here in Vermont, mountainside beekeeping. Yes, Farmer James, like, dislike, share your comments, subscribe, and I'm going to bring more to you. All right.